All right, we will now open things up for question first. I'll start with you, Tank. You are back in Brooklyn. The last time you were here, the Barclays Center was packed. You had a show-stopping knockout victory over Rolly Romero. It is the highest grossing and most attended boxing event ever here at Barclays Center. What is it about fighting here in Brooklyn that's so special for you?
I think the people energy, like, you know, just I won my first championship here and things like that, and you know, if you actually look on my Instagram, I have more followers in New York than actual Baltimore. So I think this is like a second home for me and things like that. And New York always come with that great energy.
Now, going into this fight against Lamont Roach, I know there were reports of a potential fight with Lomachenko. Obviously, that fell through. What made Lamont Roach the next logical choice for you in your next fight?
He has skills. Even though he's at a smaller weight class, I feel as though Lamont have, you know, and he's someone that's one of the guys that I actually started with, and like, you know, came up with in the sport of boxing. Actually, like, still doing well. Everybody that's like started with us, like, really like not in the picture right now. So people don't really I wouldn't say like know him, but he definitely have the skills. Definitely a top opponent, and come March the 1st, everybody will see.
Now I'll turn things over to you, Lamont. Obviously, what was your reaction when you got the call from your team that this fight is on the table? And what was your reaction once it was finalized, knowing that this is the biggest opportunity of your career?
I would say my reaction was...
About to get paid.
That was one of them. No funny, that was one of them. But little do people know, I mean, like, you know, not to downplay, because the motherfucking offer was pretty chunky, but I had some chunky deals on the table too. So it's not something that we super jumped at. But when it came to my legacy, when it came to, you know what I'm saying, putting on good shows for boxing and all that came together. Of course I wanted to do it. And like he said, we came up together. Why not? Why not put on a great show? Why not show that we are two of the best fighters in the world on a world stage, on a pay-per-view card? So, of course, I was like, yeah.
Now, you just mentioned, obviously, it's very well known that you guys, you know, fought in the amateurs, you've had sparring sessions. Can you use any of those past experiences with Tank going forward into this fight March 1st?
He can't. He lost.
No, answer my question, bro. What I'm about to say, logically, even though I think I won both of them fights, not really. It was so long ago. We was like 16.
Remember I beat you in our tournament twice?
You said what?
I beat you in the tournament twice. I beat him in the state, and then they did something
beat me
like...
in the regionals. They cheated, and Baltimore took a point from me, fool. Come on. We sent the video to USA Boxing, and they said I should have won. They sent me to the Nationals. That was the only reason why I went.
And then I fought you again and beat you there,
and then
right?
you beat me.
There again.
Then you beat
in
me.
The same tournament.
Then you beat me.
Crazy.
I still thought I won, though. It was the point system. It was BS. They was on your dick. Like, come on, fool. It is what it is. But, nah, they was close fights. He won both of them, obviously. But at the end of the day, you can't really use that. We're two totally different fighters. He's evolved. I evolved. And, you know, we got to go what's been going on now.
Now, I'll turn things over to you, Tang. This is a huge fight for the DMV area. Does that add a little extra motivation, him being from D.C., from Baltimore, going into this fight?
Not really. Like, I've been coming up and coming to D.C. like for a minute since I was young, so I don't really see, like, you know, like the
It's more
The
so for the
back-
crowd. It ain't necessarily between me and him, DC Baltimore, but
Yeah.
like for the crowd, it definitely is. As a area thing, it is.
Now, Tank, Roach said earlier today that, he feels like the guys that you've knocked out recently don't have a chin. What's your response to that?
We got to test his chin out. Come off the first.
We ain't on that. Motherfuckers don't hit me in
What's
there.
your reaction to that, Lamont? You said, you feel like guys...
That's what we gonna be in there for. He same thing he gonna try to test. I'm
You
gonna try to
seen my
test.
post, right?
You said, which one?
Where I told you to leave the kids home.
My son gonna be front and center. Fuck you He'll be front and center.
Leave the kids
Why
home.
wouldn't he want to see his father
What's up,
become
little bro?
two-time world champ?
Lamont,
Bro, what's up?
Lamont, let me ask you this. How is your style going to be different than anything Tank has faced, and how will you be able to get the upset and give him his first defeat?
It's just it's skill wise. I bring a lot to the table. I can adapt. I can fight various different styles. I'm tough. I'm gritty. I'm smart. I'm witty. Whatever the case may be, whatever I gotta pull out my bag of tricks to win, that's what I'm gonna do.
Look at
Motherfucking the rest of them, either they was one-trick ponies or they just ain't have enough. So,
Do you feel like people are overlooking you in this fight as the underdog?
come on now, of course. I mean, but everything is opinionated. The only thing that's gonna matter is when we get in the ring.
As for you, Tank, going into this fight, this will obviously be your first fight of 2025. How do you envision 2025 playing out for you?
25 is after next year. I'm out of it.
After our second fight,
You're out of it?
Yeah,
Care to elaborate on that?
out of the sport.
after our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.